Hi, this is Mark Nejma. My telephone number is 215-219-7699, and I'm always interested in speaking to investors. You can reach me at newsweed.com@gmail.com if you'd like to contact me. Today I drove 4 hours to go to the Synthetic Biologics stockholder meeting. I arrived there about 9 a.m. The meeting starts at 9:30, and I was greeted by a person from Synthetic Biologics and asked for my proxy card to prove that I was a stockholder. I actually showed them my account from my stock trading, and they were kind enough to let me into the meeting. I then had the privilege of meeting with Mr. Shawcross, who is the CEO, but they informed me at the time that they did not have um, a quorum for the meeting, so the meeting would probably be adjourned. Uh, I spoke to Mr. Shawcross and I said that I was very concerned that there wasn't enough communication to the stockholders. Uh, Now this is a company with 200 million shares outstanding with a price currently of about 46 cents, which gives it a fair market cap. And they're involved in some gastro drug creation. One is SYN-04, which is supposed to be in phase 3, which I understand is actually sort of in phase 3 with a smaller population. They don't want to go into phase 3 because it would cost $80 million. The company has about $76 million on hand, and this is what I learned. One, uh, it seems as if the company is searching to acquire another company, maybe to bring in another drug into uh, the mix, or a couple things that were mentioned was uh, that some big things should be happening soon, uh, and uh, I was just a little concerned that we didn't get this information, uh, uh, through a press release. So I did kind of mention that to the CEO that it's a different world now. There's a lot of retail investors, and we're out to make money in the stock market. But if we're going to support a stock, we have to know what exactly is going on. Now, Mr. Shawcross then had the CFO, I guess, or the controller at the meeting. And when the meeting started, there were probably 3 or 4 people on the call-in. One was a person named Leslie. Another was a person named Jeff, and I couldn't get the name of the other ones. All of them were informed that there was a stockholder present, which kind of made me feel a little uneasy. Why that would be important. I'm assuming that they would know that a stockholder was present since it was a stockholders meeting, and since I hold 100,000 shares. I later bought another 100,000 shares, making it 200,000 shares as a stockholder. Um, I was a little nervous to hear that the script that they had written uh, said that at first a quorum had been reached and that they were going to move ahead, and then quickly Mr. Shawcross and his assistant, I believe, corrected and said, no, we didn't have a quorum. Um, I think that we should have known that the night before. I drove 4 hours, not a big deal. I don't mind driving. So I had a total of 8 hours of driving under my belt. But what concerned me was not the welcoming that I should have gotten as a shareholder. Uh, but I do think coming off the meeting that uh, there's something up with the stock. I think that the stock is going to move higher. Again, I'm not giving you any advice. Okay, I didn't get any insider information. I'm reporting to you exactly what I heard. But it was sort of implied that something big was going to happen with the company. Um, I think something small is happening with the company if they're not moving into phase 3 for SYN-04. but it seems like this company is kind of desperate to increase the shares, to increase the amount of money that they have to do something else. How does this play out? I don't know. I really don't know. But I do think that I should recommend to all of you that you should attend these shareholder meetings, or at least do a buddy thing where you know that there's a retail investor that's in, let's say, California, and there's a shareholders meeting. You should attend those shareholders meetings because you can get a feel for what's actually happening. Now, I do realize that some of these corporations think that retailers are idiots and that they don't matter, but we do matter very much. I was shocked to see that they were shocked that I showed up for the shareholder meeting, but I think it's very important to all of you as stockholders, if you're stockholders of SYN, to pay attention to what the heck is going on. We can't rely on these calls because it's too controlled. Questions have to be asked at these shareholders meetings. Now, I'm just giving you my take, but my take was that it was disturbing to them that I showed up. It's disturbing that retailers have so much pull. And my take is something big is going to happen. Now, when you're running a public company, that's like running a candy store, for God's sakes. Hey, yeah, let's put out another 150 million shares. You sell it into the market, you dilute, but the company gets money. A company that already has $76 million. Heads up. That's all I can say, is heads up. Pay attention to what the heck is going on. We can't let these companies just dilute our shares because, they're almighty. We have to stand up and fight back, and you have to vote. Voted? Please vote. I voted no. That's just what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what to do, but I voted no. I'm not happy when a company takes a short route to get a drug approved and it's going to take years. It puts me as a stockholder and my investment on the down low. So heads up with Synthetic Biologics. I bought another 100,000 shares only because I felt like, wow, they're going to use this company to do something big. They didn't tell me that they're going to, but something's up. It just doesn't make sense, the secrecy. They've got 11,000 square feet there next to Johns Hopkins. Why 11,000 square feet with 10 employees? I'd like to know. I have a lot more questions. I will be there at the stockholders meeting, Mr. Shawcross, on October 9th. I am a stockholder. I'll make sure I have my proxy card, but I need better answers from you. Mr. Shawcross, I'm sure you've gone and started looking at social media about what people are saying, but I didn't get the warm and fuzzy, but I did get something's up from the meeting. Thanks. I'm Mark Nejma. I'm just an investor like you, and I don't want to get screwed. I think too much screwing goes on in the stock market. Let's get out there, let's vote, and let's figure out what the heck is going on with these small biotechs that are supposed to be out there creating new drugs to save people's lives. Thanks again.